Parshas Chuka6. This is a shmuz adapted from the shmuzin of Moran Hagoyin Reb Leib Chasman Zechet Tzadik Livrocha. It says in the Parshas, Chuka6, Bamidbar Chof Aleph Pasuk Lamed Daled, as there was about to be a confrontation between Klal Yisrael and Og Melech HaBashan. Vayomer Hashem el Moshe al tira oisai. The Rebbeinu Shalom said to Moshe Rabbeinu, don't be afraid of him. Apparently Moshe Rabbeinu was afraid of Og Melech HaBashan. And Chazal explain, and it's brought down in Rashi, Shehoya Moshe Yorei Lihilochem. Moshe Rabbeinu was afraid to go to war against Og. Shema Tamad Lo Yizuchusa Shel Avram. Maybe Og had the merit of the Chesed that he did to Avram Avinu. And Chazal continue and explain that Og Melech HaBashan came to Moshe Rabbeinu and told him and notified him that Moshe Rabbeinu's nephew Lot is in captivity. And Og Melech HaBashan informed him of this, and that was a great chesed. Through this chesed, Moshe Rabbeinu went to war and freed his nephew Lot from captivity. Chazal continue further to explain more details about Og's notifying Moshe Rabbeinu of Lot's captivity. Chazal explain, and this Chazal is in the Medrash Rabbah, that Avram, Og's notifying Moshe Rabbeinu of Lot's captivity, was he such a big tzaddik, Og? He was interested in saving Lot and to do a chesed for Avram. Was he such a tzaddik? So Chazal explained that Og said, Avraham ze kanoihu. Avram is a zealot. Achshav ani omer loi she noshva ben ochiv. Now I'm going to tell him that Lot is in captivity. Fuhu yotzei lamilchama, and Avram Avinu is going to go to war. V'nerag, he'll get killed. V'ani noitel es sorai ishtoi, and I'm going to take his wife to be my wife, his wife Sorai to be my wife. Totally evil intent on Og Melech HaBashan's part. He wanted Avram Avinu to get killed so he should be able to take Sorai as his wife. Omaloi HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, Schar pesi yosecha atonotel. You're going to get reward. You, Og, are going to get reward for every step you take in notifying Avram Avinu that Lot is in captivity. Sha'ato marich yomim. You're going to live very long. You're going to get reward for every step you took in doing this chesed, supposed chesed for Avram. And the questions are many. The questions are many. Firstly, this is a chesed that Og Melech HaBashan made for Avram with totally evil intent. Every step Og took was with evil intent. I wish Avram Avinu would get killed and I would take Sarai to be my wife. So, question, why is Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Schar p'sioisecha ato noitel, you're going to get reward for every step you took? And he lived, Og lived 400 years. Apparently it was 400 steps he took toward notifying Avram Avinu. Chazal say 400 years he lived as a monarch, he reigned as a powerful king, and he lived for 400 years. Wow, this is zero. If one would ask me, what does Og deserve for such a chesed that he did, supposedly chesed in quotes, for such a chesed that he did, I would say it's worth zero. A chesed full of evil intent, wishing that Avram Avinu would die and he would take Sarai. Every step was taken with evil intent. Why is this chesed worth anything? That's the first question. Secondly, even if we say that chesed is so great that even if the intent is not good, but since through Og's notification to Avram, Lot was saved, so it brought pleasure, it brought hanoah to Avram Avinu to be able to save his nephew. Even if you say it's worth something, but wow, the reward to live 400 years as a supreme monarch is totally disproportionate. Totally such reward for a nothing kind of a chesed, for a chesed, supposed chesed that was min hasofa ulachutz. It was false. A false chesed. He meant for himself, not for Avram. The reward is way out of proportion. How should we understand such a thing? And thirdly, as it says in the Torah, the Rebbeinu Shalom said, Moshe Rabbeinu was afraid. Moshe Rabbeinu was afraid to go to war against Og because Og had that schus of that chesed to inform Avram Avinu that Lot was in captivity. Why is Moshe Rabbeinu afraid to go to war with him? Because of that one chesed that Lot performed. Moshe Rabbeinu had his own schusim. He had many chasodim tovim that he did. And Klal Yisrael, 600,000 members of Klal Yisrael, of a dor deya, of a knowledgeable generation, of the greatest generation that ever lived, with Zekanim and Chachamim, why are they all afraid of this one chesed, and a chesed that's totally reduced to almost zero? Why are they afraid? They surely had greater schusim. Moshe Rabbeinu and Klal Yisrael surely had greater schusim than Og. But we see here this truth. We see here that a chesed that somebody does for somebody else, even a reduced chesed, a chesed with totally falseness in it, with evil in it, how powerful it is how it creates waves in heaven. The most reduced chesed, how vigorous it is, and how important it is, and how much reward does the one who does chesed, how much reward heaven will pay, and heaven wanted to paid Oig Melech HaBoshan in a totally disproportionate manner, because through this chesed, Lot was saved. So the next time, a Musar Haskel, the next time that somebody taps us on our shoulder and says, "Would you please do me a favor?" Wow, how we have to be ready to do this favor, because it creates such waves in heaven that it's unbelievable. We should learn from here the meaning of chesed, and even the most reduced chesed, which was totally false, which was full of evil intent, how far it goes. That the reward that Oig received from HaKadosh Baruch Hu of schar p'siosecho atonoitel, you will receive the reward for every step you've taken to notify Avram Avinu, and also Moshe Rabbeinu and 600,000 members of the greatest members of Klal Yisrael stood in fear of Oig, who had the smallest chesed. Let us remember what chesed means to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and how heavy and how great it is, and we should make sure not to let it go by us. We should all be zeicher to understand what chesed is. Amen v'amen.